It's a good win. I thought our freshmen played well today, and Isaiah and Jordan Sessions. I thought they did a really nice job for us today, and we did what we needed to do. You know, we've got to win home games. I thought the first half we were really sluggish. I thought for whatever reason, and they caught me off guard a little bit. But we look back, you know, our defense really picked up in the second half. I don't have the stat sheets in front of us, but I think we held them to under 30% shooting in the second half, and we really started to play a lot better in the second half and kind of open up the lead. So RJ made some shots. I thought probably one of his best games of the year all around. You know, not only did he make the shots, just his passing, and thought he played well today. So good team win. We got to come back and get ourselves ready for Saturday, and then get off this weekend and go to the next weekend.
Questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach. Despite the first half, you said you guys were a little sluggish. It seemed like you guys are really focused considering these next couple of games that are really important.
Yeah.
You guys look pretty well rounded. Did you think so as well?
Yeah, you know what? It's this time of year. You know, the one thing I've been fighting with this team from day one is all we talked about is getting back to that championship game. We were playing for the conference tournament in November. And our guys have already been there. You know that we know that in this league you got to win a conference tournament, and so you know we're peaking at the right time in that regards. And so you know that's the thing. Now all of a sudden you're at this time of year, they smell it. They know it's a few weeks away. Trying to turn it on right now. Defensively, offensively, I thought today offensively was one of our better days that we've had in a while. And but again, this team is we're poised for the conference tournament. Seeding doesn't mean anything to us. We just want to get to that tournament. That's the most important thing to us right now, is getting to that tournament.
Defensively, you usually played a man-to-man. I saw you throw some zone in there in the first half. Is that something intentional, something you're trying to incorporate into your defensive sets, or we see more of that over the next few games, the zone defense?
Well, we play zone. We play a matchup. That's what we do, and really we kind of switch it out a lot. I mean, what we're doing now is really no different than what we've done before. It's just based on who we play. We match up a little bit more. They got more shooters on the floor, so we stay matched up with them a little bit more. But again, I thought we did a really nice job of really taking away their three-point shooting. They were 4-17, and again, I think we hold them to 29% shooting. I think what is that, the fourth or fifth game in a row that we've had a team under 30%. So this team defensively can really turn it on, and that's what I really like. And that's why I can't wait to get to the tournament, because your defense, you can travel with that. We don't have to make shots to go win. Our defense can win games for us.
What were you trying to do specifically defensively against them? It seemed like, you know, you pulled all the turnovers, which was...
Yeah, the whole thing was to make them shoot challenge jump shots. They are really good in transition. They are really good. They have come in. They came in here winning 2 games in a row. They've averaged about 83 points a game coming in here with those 2 wins. And so we wanted to take away their transition and get them in the half court and make them execute. And you know they play some freshmen, so sometimes the freshmen can, you know, they'll play like freshmen at times. But I wanted to make sure that we got back and got set. When our defense is set, it doesn't matter who we play. It's really good.
Discuss Marcus Crider's performance tonight.
I thought it was really, the first half again. He was really sluggish. He had been playing really well, and then boy, he turned it on in the second half. I don't know what he had to get 7 in the first half and ended up with 21 points. I think maybe a career high for him. But again, Marcus Crider's playing really well, especially in the absence of Ryan Harrell. You needed that other guy to come up to score, and Marcus has been able to give it that. Especially when we get points in the paint like that, that's just that's a pretty good deal.
Did they double RJ the first time as much as they did?
Everybody doubles RJ, triples RJ, switch, boxing 1, triangling 2. RJ's seen a little bit of everything, but he's kind of, he's used to it. They got smaller guards, so with his length, he was able to kind of shoot over them. And he just did a really nice job of slowing down today, getting his footwork, and getting back to the fundamentals of shooting, and it showed today.
And also, too, I mean, he was like when they're drawing, he was able to. I mean, he did assist, but his ties career high.
Yeah, again, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. He's labeled as a guy who can make jump shots, but I think the best part of his game is that his vision and his passing. He has great vision, and he's a great passer, and so and it's been displayed. I think right now he's all-time career in assists in the season, and so he's just a guy that can he can score, but again he makes other guys around him better, and that's what good players are supposed to do: make the other guys around you better.
Did taking the early lead kind of allow you guys to play kind of or kind of force things?
No, that's just how we've been playing. We've been relying on our defense, and we want the game kind of played the way it's played. We will run when we need to, but when we want to lock you down in that half court, we want to make things difficult for you. And the tempo was played the way we wanted to play it tonight.
It seems like later in the season, Isaiah is getting more minutes. Do you think he looks way more comfortable in the offense than he did earlier.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You know, and that comes with just being able to get on the floor. You know, with Ryan being hurt, it's opened up some playing time for him, and he's taking full advantage of it and playing well. The most important thing he did today is he stepped up and made all his free throws. You know, which has been a weakness of his. So I'm really proud of Isaiah. He's really coming on. I mean, again, he had a career today also, but he's getting better. Jordan Sessions is another guy. Again, 11 points, another career high, 11 and 5. I mean, you know, those are two young guys that are the future of our program. They're going to be really good players.
Regarding limiting transition opportunities for them, was that, I mean, part of it,
Yeah.
not turning the ball over, but I mean, was it more a concerted effort to get back?
Well, our defense is so good. No matter who we play, we talk about transition defense, because if you can't score points in transition and you can't score them on a free throw, we know it's going to be very difficult for you to score it in half court. Although they got to the line 31 times, which is way too many times. But again, if you look at transition offense, they really, I don't know how many baskets they got in transition, but we wanted to really take that away from them.
So what do you think overall your defense played pretty well today?
When you hold a team to 29% and you almost win by 30, yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good today.
Well, can you talk a little bit more about your defense not having to score to complete? You mentioned that the conference started.
You know, the way we play, because of, you know, our system, you know, and our system wins us games. We've been doing that, and it's funny because people have talked about we shouldn't be playing this, and I've been doing this same defense for 23 years, and so it's funny that, you know, when it goes bad, you can't give up on it. You just let people, you know, those are people that don't know what they're talking about. We knew it was going to be good, but it takes time. First-year players in our defense is always difficult. It's a hard time because of the communication, understanding the slides. But once you figure it out, and the length that we have on this team, well, I get excited. I mean, when right before we play any game, and I get excited because I know our defense is going to show up. And right now we're playing. This is, you know, since I've been doing this in 23 years, this is the best defensive team I've had, and the numbers are proving it. I mean, our length is just incredible.
It seemed like a couple of times when some of your players would come to the sideline, you would get on them maybe a little more than you probably would usually do.
Yeah.
Is it because of the stakes of, you know, what's ahead of you guys?
Yeah, because the one thing that's been a problem for us this year, it's been consistency in 40 minutes. And so what I don't want us ever to relax. We've lost some games because we've relaxed. You know, we've had some double-digit leads where we relax, and so we can't do that. So I've got to stay on these guys. And so it doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter what's going on. We got to play it at a certain intensity level all the time. And when we do that, we're really good. It's when we back off a little bit and we kind of feel good about ourselves. I'm not going to let that happen to us.
Any other questions for Coach? Just the other aspects of your game and passing.
Yeah, well, I think this year, just being guarded how I have all year, I just try to make plays easier on myself and not try to force. So they made a lot of good catches tonight. I got put my teammates in tough positions, trying to thread the needle every time, but I thought they made great catches. And, you know, it's just making that right pass and that extra pass that could lead to a basket.
RJ, can you talk about Jordan and Isaiah and guys like that contributing, especially with Ryan out?
Yeah, I'm really not surprised, man. Those guys go at it every day in practice, and Jordan, his motor never stops, man, and he does this in practice every day. It was just a matter of time before it correlated onto the court. And Isaiah, man, he gives us all. Doesn't care about scoring. Really he's talking now. Isaiah doesn't even talk to me when he sees me out in school, and he's talking on the court. So just his confidence, man. Those two, they're going to be really good in a few years.
RJ, it seemed like on the pick and rolls you were looking to feed the big man a little bit more than you probably have all season. Is it something that you just saw tonight, or is that something you're just looking forward to doing more?
Really, that's just something I saw tonight. They were hedging. I feel like they were slow to get back. So Marcus, Jordan, Kurt were setting it, rolling fast. So, I mean, that's just an easy play. If they're going to sit there, all I have to do is get on the big man and just make that pass. So 8 assists is cool, but I really thought that they really made that easier on me tonight. So more credit to them catching the pass and making those plays.
What did you do to take the early lead and really kind of jump on and run?
I mean, that's what we've just been talking about, throwing the first punch. I feel like we always get punched first in games, so just coming out aggressive and not laying back. And I thought we did that. You know, we came out. We still can't keep a lead, but I mean, the 12-point cushion definitely gave us, you know, a little bit more confidence, and I think we held on to that for the rest of the game.
Let's talk about that adjustment. You played with Ryan Harrell for so long, and just him being out these past few contests. How's that adjustment been for you, just having to get everyone involved in just your offensive setup?
Yeah, it's different because the floor tightens up because he's such a good penetrator and a ball handler that guys they're not helping as much. So It's actually been it's been weird because I've never really played without Ryan for a couple of years, and I really think guys are stepping up, man, and I think that's the story about it. Like guys like Isaiah, we've won 4 without him. You know, like that's a huge surprise. That's almost ridiculous. So I'm almost speechless about it, but I mean I'm not surprised. It's more about the guys who stepped up than my adjustments. So that's what I'm really proud of. Not even a freshman, just everybody who stepped up and made plays, like Marcus.
RJ, it's been a little while since you guys been back home. Was it good to be back in front of the home fans?
Yeah, it was good to get off that MLB schedule for a little bit. It was like 4 cities in 3 days. I was like, what's going on? But no, it was good, man. I was finally able for a week just to be in my own bed, and I felt real comfortable today, so that's probably why. So I was able to get a lot of extra shots in, a lot more rest, and a lot more treatment, so it was pretty good.
When the defense has been going like it was today, what does that feel like, with you guys?
It actually makes the offense easier because when our defense is going, I feel like we get a lot more rebounds, and you only have to play offense for a little, or actually you only have to play defense for a little bit, so you can spend a lot more time cutting and making the right plays on offense. So that's what it makes. It makes offense more easy because I mean, if you're on defense for a while and you get back on offense, you're like, geez, let's just put a quick shot up because we're never gonna get back on defense fast. So that's all it does, and that's why he always preaches both ends because it all correlates at the end of the day.
It seemed to me like it just felt like you were kind of tightening the court on them. Did you get the sense that they were having trouble? They had so many cross-court passes.
Yeah.
That went over, they couldn't handle.
Yeah, that was definitely part of the scouting report. No dribble penetration, because I played with Tyshawn Johnson in high school, so I already know he's so crafty and shifty with the ball. So just make sure every time they drive, you see 2 bodies and making their bigs make plays. And I think we did a good job of limiting Ken Williams, who's been absolutely destroying lately. So that was definitely, I think we did really good on the scout report. It's just a mature game today.